All right, Vikings are bringing in defensive coordinator for the Giants, Patrick Graham, to interview for the head coaching job. Who? Right, Patrick Graham, 43-year-old defensive coordinator for the New York Giants, coming in on Saturday to interview for the Vikings head coaching job. We're going to get to know him a little bit. Before we get to that, remember, subscribe to the channel, like the video here every damn day, talking Vikings. Hashtag skull in your hole for a chance to win a ton of swag that will be given away this weekend. But let's do this. Patrick Graham. Pat Graham, this is probably the first one out of all the coaching candidates coming in where I'm just like, boy. I mean, that's selfishly because I don't know a ton about him. He could be fantastic, so I'm not giving him a fair shake, but I don't know a ton about him. The fact that he was the Giants defensive coordinator, which ranked like 21st, 22nd overall, I know that doesn't mean everything, but the Giants, he's on the Giants. It scares the living shit out of me. He has been around in the NFL for quite a while. He was with the Patriots from 2009 to 2015. Then he went to the Giants, was their defensive line coach, went to the Packers, was their linebacker coach, was the Dolphins defensive coordinator in 2019, which again, they were ranked like 22nd in the league in defense. And then back to the Giants this past year as their assistant head coach, defensive coordinator. So I always do like the fact when you see a guy, coach, player, whoever it is, go back to an original team, that's usually a pretty good sign. I reached out to Brian James, Giants Talk on YouTube. Check out his channel. He's going to be on when we do our mock drafts here coming up, just to pick his brain a little bit, what he thought. And he kind of said what everybody's out there saying. I mean, all the players love the guy. They got a ton of respect for him. Very likable guy. You want to play for him. He runs a 3-4. He runs a bend it, don't break type of defense. He gives a little, but doesn't give up a lot. So he did mention one very important part is it seems like he was a better coach when he was a little bit heavier. Lost some weight, wasn't as good. So if he comes here, let's load him up with some cheese curds. But overall, I mean, when you look at Twitter and you see everything, this is going to be an easy one where fans are just be like, oh, no, don't bring him in. And it's strictly because of his name. He's just not familiar. I mean, look who the Bears hired. Bears fans, not overly happy with that, but he could turn out to be fantastic. We will see. The interview is this Saturday. One thing to keep in mind is maybe the Vikings are looking at him as possibly a defensive coordinator, worst case scenario, because we know the Vikings need a defensive coordinator. So there you have it. Patrick Graham. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. He did interview for the Giants head coaching job as well, and that was their only in-house interview. So that's a good sign too. But there you have it. Let me know. Comments below. Lupicus and I will be back hot and heavy later.